Alright, good morning. Welcome to another video here in Hawaii. And today we are doing what?
The Olomana hike, also known as the Three Peaks hike.
The first thing to know about this hike is you have to park along kind of the street here outside of the trailhead. It's about probably, what do you think, another half mile to the trailhead. Officially, you like walk through a golf course. But apparently when we pulled up here and we're gonna park along the side of the road, police officer came by and told us, hey, you have to get off the sidewalk. We didn't really see what the sidewalk was, but then apparently, yeah, there is this sidewalk here. So we had to park up the street a little bit. So there's a road here that kind of intersects. And so we just parked up the street a little bit.
No, the starting point is like
down there to the golf course.
Oh, okay, perfect. Okay.
So yeah, this is the section area that we're going to park, but then we ended up parking up the hill that way over there. See a couple white cars over there. That's where we are. And one good tip when you're here in Hawaii, make sure to not leave any valuables in your car because it's they're prone to get broken into. So yeah, the place that we parked, we saw like broken glass on the side. So yeah, just one of those things you got to be careful about. So yeah, look for the signs to the Royal Hawaiian Golf Club. Walk down this road here, and then you actually have to enter into the Royal Hawaiian Golf Club before you reach the trailhead. Good morning, y'all. So we have a whole crew today. We got Rich and his friends up there. Alright, so we've reached the entrance of the golf course here. Back here is not the trail. You keep going further up that way. Literally just go into the golf course. So let's go. Alright, these guys are warming up over here with some hip flexors about to get run over by a car. Alright, so you definitely walk up the road on the golf course for a little bit. But I think we found the entrance right here, just up here. So I think you look for this sign right here. Hey, Melissa.
We're at the start of the Olomana Trail. It's like a little opening in the woods and a little sign, but we walked up the golf course entrance and now we're here.
Yeah, look for this sign. It has all a bunch of stickers on it and stuff. But yeah, this is the entrance right here. And then everybody's apparently trying to get warmed up. Well, only Rich is trying to get warmed up. All right, starting the hike. It is. Someone have the time?
I got it. What? 8:28.
It is 8:28 in the morning, and we're starting this hike. It's supposed to be like an hour and a half, right, Rich? Up there, something like that.
An hour and a half.
That's very optimistic. Yeah, apparently at the beginning of this hike, you hike through the forest. Some places are a little tight. Look at this. We love it. We were here in November as well, over Thanksgiving break, and we were like, it's so awesome. We need to come again. So we've been thinking about buying a second house here. I was like, it'd be really cool to have, be able to live here. The first part of this hike was definitely in the forest, and now we've come out of the forest, and there's a little bit of pine straw over here, but it's getting steep. Half-hour report. Made it pretty far up here. Being of this trail was relatively easy, and then it gets kind of steep because you're kind of climbing along the ridge. And it has a lot of these like tree roots and rocks, and you kind of have to scramble around some of them for a little bit. But it's not difficult. It's just you gotta watch where you're going a little bit. So yeah, I think we may have about an hour left. Hopefully less. Or two. So our friend did it last time, and he said it took him 2.5. So we were only a half hour in. But we're gonna find out. Now we're going up.
Yeah.
Joe, Melissa.
Take a water break. Yeah. Have a break right here for a minute. All right, we reached the point of the hike where there are ropes. So let's go up and see what it's like.
Yep. Let's go.
But gloves were a good idea.
Alright, first little section, easy. Now, steep up there. So the section where you basically climb up this face. There's some ropes up there I can see, but yeah, mostly you can use the roots and trees and stuff along the way to help you up. No problem. Alright. Go ahead, Melissa. Alright, made up your first set of ropes?
Yeah, I loved it.
It was fun. It's like
fun.
rappelling.
Yeah.
I don't know how fun it will be coming down. It's probably a different animal.
Yeah.
Nice. Look at this guy. This guy's slipper. Okay, 45 minutes in, and I think we're almost at the very top. At least I hope so. But yeah, I think we were misled by this 2 hours or an hour and a half, or I don't know. I don't know who did it last time, but it's definitely not 2.5 hours.
You don't really need the rope for a lot of these parts, but it's just so fun using them. And it's a little bit easier on your knees. Oh my god, this is incredible.
Right?
What?
Check out the view.
What? Oh my gosh. We are so high.
Not that kind of high. but the view, bam, nice. We're not at the very top yet, but it's the first like big opening. So I think that's the cool little ranch down there somewhere, or maybe around the corner. Oh, probably down that way. And then yeah,
You can see Mokoliti.
and then there's a little island I think on the other side, and there's a little sandbar over there. And these are the, I forget what the mounds are, but yeah, these really cool view from here. All right guys, so this is where you kind of have to scale this little peak to the top of the first peak. Chai's going up first. In his slippers.
Alright, I'm coming up. There, camera.
Are you recording her?
Yeah, dude, it's your only job.
Only brought you for this. You gotta get it from like this angle. It looks more extreme.
Wait, okay. Let me see. Oh my god, it is kind of really steep. Okay.
Is that the top or not? Oh, sorry. No, I didn't realize I was We're probably gonna take a look.
Wow, the view is the best so far.
God, I loved this hike. I think I'm gonna say this is my favorite hike that we've done on Oahu. It's not just like there's strenuous parts, and the rope parts are so fun.
Okay, alright.
All right, that was a lot of fun. That first clearing, once you get up past the large rope climb section, you can see all three peaks basically. You can definitely see the third peak, and then you can see the second peak in the distance, and then yeah, if we just climb up that way, that's the first peak that everybody's climbing up right there. I think both ways is fine.
This way looks sketchy as hell. I think you go to the right.
Okay. It was really windy up here at the very top of the first peak, so I was saying that we made it to the top of the first peak, and it's really windy, and we had a decision to make whether we continue down to the second peak or continue down also to the third peak. The third peak is definitely the trickiest, so we're just kind of weighing our options right now. the decision has been made. Definitely making it to the second peak. And we'll see what happens when we get to the second peak, if we want to go to the third peak. People have been saying it's fine, so I feel like the second peak is okay.
Alright, put that up. We're in line.
Second peak completed. What do you think of that? I think it was like 10 minutes down here.
It really was 10 minutes. I timed it.
So yeah, second peak, no problem. Yeah, but the views from the second peak or the first peak, I would say,
They're the best.
at least so far what we've seen, because you get the second peak in the background and also the third peak, so really pretty. Alright, now the question is, third peak or not?
Let's wait for them to get to the second peak and then we'll see.
Yeah.
So we made it to the second peak, which we didn't plan on coming to, but it is not bad. It's 10 minutes from the second peak. It's just downhill. There's nothing scary about it. The third peak is what I'm worried about. But everybody's made it to the second peak that we know of has not turned around. They kept going.
Yeah, the third peak is right there. I mean, you can kind of see the ridge that you kind of have to hike along, but I feel like it looks narrower than it actually is, so I think we're gonna do it. So this is the first peak. It's coming down this way, and then we're now here. Yeah, I think you just make it down this way. You climb down, and then just up to the top, and then that's it. You don't have to go down the other side. You just go up there and then come back down. The decision was made. No to the third peak, just mainly because our friend Rich did it last time, and there is definitely, you know, sections where you have to kind of go around rocks and scramble and stuff, which probably is doable for sure, but Melissa didn't want to do it, mostly because the views from the third peak were not any better, or it was worse than from the first and second peak. So we're happy to just do the first and second peak. And then, so I actually went down a little bit, down the ropes. There's like, you know, after the second peak, it's a steep downhill descent down before you can come back up. So I went down a little bit, and then I realized, well, shoot, if I go down here, now I would have to get back and climb back up on the way back. So it's going to be another like 30 or 40 minute excursion while they were waiting up here. So no one else wanted to go in our little group, so decided, hey, it's probably best to not try to attempt it. And so, yeah, if the view's not as, you know, really not that good, it's really no point of doing it. And then they would also have to be waiting for me to, you know, to wait on the peak or whatever. So, yeah, really good views up here, but we didn't make it all the way to the third peak, but that's okay.